Fancy Group break 24068. We have the 5-box break of 2425 Upper Deck Extended. Best of luck, folks. We have a future impact of Jack Hughes for New Jersey, oracles for the Rangers of Shesterkin, and pros and prospects for Colorado of Rontanen. A rookie reflections for Winnipeg of Brad Lambert, a Jacob Dobes Young Guns for Montreal, and an encore for Colorado of Nathan McKinnon. A Matvei Michkov triple dimensions for the Philadelphia Flyers, a silver skates for San Jose of Will Smith, and a canvas of Jake DeBrusk for Vancouver. Triple dimensions of Will Smith for San Jose, rookie reflections of Will Smith for San Jose, and a canvas of Thatcher Demko All-Star Skills canvas for Vancouver. Silver Skates Gold, number /250 for Minnesota of Liam Ogren. Young Guns of Denton Matachuk for Columbus. And an encore for San Jose of Tyler Toffoli. Silver Skates of Ovechkin for Washington. Beehive for the Rangers of Kreider. And a canvas of Mark Scheifele for Winnipeg. And oracles for St. Louis of Robert Thomas, Fedor Svechkov Young Guns for Nashville, and a beehive for Buffalo of Tage Thompson. Silver skates of Nick Suzuki for Montreal, pros and prospects of Nick Suzuki for Montreal, and a canvas for Minnesota of Marco Rossi. Future impact of Elaine Hudson for Montreal, Rutger McGroarty, draft day for Winnipeg, and a Young Guns outburst for the Boston Bruins of Fabian Lysell. A Beehive Gold rookie for Montreal of Elaine Hudson. A draft day for Montreal of Logan Milo, and a Dazzlers for San Jose of Macklin Celebrini. A rookie reflections of Cutter Gauthier for Anaheim, oracles for Anaheim of McTavish, and a pros and prospects for New Jersey of Jack Hughes. Number /250, deluxe base of Sam Reinhart for Florida, Samuel Hanius Young Guns for LA, and an encore for Edmonton of Leon Draisaitl. Box 2. Triple dimensions of Frank Nazar for Chicago, a future impact for San Jose of Will Smith, and a canvas for San Jose of Toffoli. A trilogy rookie number /999 for Pittsburgh of Rutger McGroarty, draft day for Vancouver of Gary Mackey, and a pros and prospects for Seattle of McCann. Rookie reflections of Olin Zellweger for Anaheim, encore for the Islanders of Bo Horvat, and a Young Guns canvas for the Vancouver Canucks of Jonathan Lekkerimäki. A triple dimensions of Lekkerimäki for Vancouver, future impact for Vancouver of Pettersson, and a canvas of Alec Martinez for Chicago. Black and white canvas for Montreal of Brendan Gallagher, Nikita Grabenkin, Young Guns for Toronto, and a pros and prospects for Colorado of McKinnon. A rookie reflections of Gary Mackey for Vancouver, Denton Matachuk encore for Columbus, and a canvas of Jason Dickinson for Chicago. Silver skates of Mark Stone for Vegas, oracles for Washington of Ovi, and a beehive for Florida of Barkov. Silver skates of Rupe Hintz for St. Louis, Zachary Bolduc draft day for St. Louis. The Rupe Hintz was for Dallas. And the pros and prospects of Logan Stankoven for Dallas. Encore gold for Edmonton of Draisaitl, Young Guns of Jonathan Gary Mackey for Vancouver, and a Dazzlers of Mikko Rantanen for Colorado. Silver skates of Logan Stankoven for Dallas, Young Guns of Sebastian Cossa for Detroit, and a Dougie Hamilton outburst base for New Jersey. A future impact of Nikita Kucherov for Tampa, oracles for Montreal of Suzuki, and a beehive for Montreal of Blaine Hudson. Dazzlers pink for Toronto of Nylander, draft day for Detroit of Sebastian Cossa, and a pros and prospects for Boston of Pasternak. All right, on to box number 3. Goodness, I'm on the struggle bus with this one. We have a pros and prospects gold for Dallas of Stankoven, Gary Mackey and Will Smith, dual Young Guns between Vancouver and San Jose, and a Dazzlers for Vancouver of Pettersson. Silver skates for San Jose of Macklin Celebrini, oracles for the Islanders of Barzal, beehive for Tampa of Hedman. Future impact for Minnesota of Kaprizov, Gary Mackey draft day for Vancouver, and a pros and prospects of McGroarty for Pittsburgh. Triple dimension of Ogren for Minnesota, future impact of Aho for Carolina, and a canvas of Shea Theodore for Vegas. Young Guns of Ty Fellhaber for Colorado, pros and prospects of Pettersson for Vancouver. And a triple dimensions purple, number to 300 for Pittsburgh of McGroarty. Rookie reflections of McGroarty for Pittsburgh, encore of Logan Stankoven for Dallas, and a Young Guns canvas for Colorado of Ty Fellhaber. Triple dimension for Anaheim of Cutter Gauthier, rookie reflections for Nashville of Sveshkov, and a canvas of Parayko for St. Louis. Oracles for Montreal of Blaine Hudson, Jonathan Gary Mackey Young Guns for Vancouver, and a Mishkov encore for Philly. Silver skates for Minnesota of Liam Ogren, beehive for Columbus of Matachuk, canvas for St. Louis of Brandon Saad. Future impact of Panarin for the Rangers, Zachary Bolduc draft day for St. Louis, and an outburst base for Washington of Matt Roy. Rookie reflections of Othman for the Rangers, oracles for Minnesota of Kaprizov, and a pros and prospects for Nashville of Yossi. Dazzlers pink of Brad Lambert for Winnipeg, Giannola Young Guns for Colorado, and an encore of Gary Mackey for Vancouver. Box 4. Rookie reflections of Macklin Celebrini for San Jose, Max Sasson, Young Guns for Vancouver, and an outburst base for Florida of Dmitry Kulikov. Silver skates of Zach Hyman for Edmonton, Oracles for Utah of Josh Doan, and an encore for Montreal of Lane Hudson. Young Guns of Fedor Sveshkov for Nashville, Beehive for San Jose of Macklin Celebrini, and a Swagnificent of Patrick Laine for the Montreal Canadiens. YouTube assigns it. I believe it's for the most active people. Triple Dimensions of McGroarty for Pittsburgh, Silver Skates for Philadelphia of Mishkov, and a canvas of Rupe Hintz for Dallas. We have a clear-cut base for Philly of Travis Konechny, Maverick Bork, draft day for Dallas, and a Beehive of Sebastian Cossa for Detroit. Future impact of Clayton Keller for Utah, pros and prospects for Detroit of Larkin, and a canvas for Nashville of Brady Shea. No, I think you're right, Abby. That's my assumption. Triple Dimension for San Jose of Celebrini, rookie reflections of Matt Mishkov for Philly, and a canvas for Edmonton of Nugent Hopkins. Rookie Premiers, number to 499, Trilogy Rookie Premiers for Anaheim of Cutter Gauthier. Eric Portofilo, Young Guns for LA, or Portillo, I just added a whole bunch of letters there. And Encore for Nashville of Stamkos. Silver Skates of Cutter Gauthier for Anaheim, Beehive for Nashville of Forsberg, and a Young Guns canvas for Colorado of Chase Bradley. We have a Beehive Gold of Sebastian Aho for Carolina, a draft day of Mishkov for the Flyers, and a Dazzlers for Tampa of Gensel. A future impact of Matthew Tkachuk for Florida, Oracles for Pittsburgh of Crosby, and a pros and prospects for the Rangers of Lafreniere. Rookie reflections of Wallstead for Minnesota, Helge-Grons, Young Guns for Philly, and an encore of Leon Bichel for Dallas. All right, on to Last Box Mojo here, folks. Prospects Gold for Seattle of Jared McCann, Isaiah George, Young Guns for the Islanders, and a Dazzlers for Otto of Stützle. We love the chat. Silver Skates for the Islanders of Noah Dobson, Oracles for Dallas of J-Rob, and a Beehive for Pittsburgh of Crosby. Silver Skates for Ottawa of Brady Tkachuk, draft day for San Jose of Will Smith, pros and prospects for Pittsburgh of Crosby. Triple Dimension of Wallstead for Minnesota, future impact of Macklin Celebrini for San Jose, and a Kevin Korchinski canvas for Chicago. Draft day of Fedor Sveshkov for Nashville, pros and prospects for Montreal of Lane Hudson, and a Young Guns Deluxe Max Sasson for the Vancouver Canucks. To be honest, I have no idea. I don't think we set that up. I think YouTube does it. Rookie reflections of Lane Hudson for Montreal, encore for Toronto of Matthews, canvas for Montreal of Jack-Eye. Triple Dimension of Logan Stankoven for Dallas, future impact for Vegas of Jack Eichel, and a Young Guns canvas for Nashville of Fedor Sveshkov. Oracles for Columbus of Fantilli, Nathan Clerman, Young Guns for Pittsburgh, and a Pros and Prospects for Minnesota of Ogren. Interesting. Rookie Reflections for New Jersey of Seamus Casey, Encore for Chicago of Frank Nazar, and a Canvas for Buffalo of Tage Compton. Silver Skates of Leckery Mackey for Vancouver, Nikita Grabankin, Young Guns for Toronto, and an Outburst Base of Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen for Buffalo. Future Impact of Mishkov for Philly, Oracles for Ottawa of Kachuk, and a Beehive for Ottawa of Stutzel. Last pack mojo. Number to 100, exclusives base for Ottawa of Brady Kachuk, Jesper Wallstead, draft day for Minnesota, and a Pros and Prospects for Columbus of Denton Matachuk. Alright guys, I just have one dual Young Gun to random off. Here we go, 3 times. 1, 2, 3. The left side's got it, which is Vancouver.